Dealing with OCD, folks. Beats her again. Okay, folks, so last time we played, we'd procured a package for our spy friend and fought through tons of Weyland-Yutani guards out to kill us, and then escaped by elevator to a different floor, which was broken while we were in it by Weyland-Yutani security, and so we escaped through an air vent, and now we're here on a different floor and in a pleasantly lit room, which is an improvement from some places we've been in this place. So let's proceed,
Medical teams, please report. Operation Savior is now at yellow status. All Marine personnel report to Major McCain for rescue briefings.
Well, that sounds like me, doesn't it, a Marine? So let's see if we can get to Major McCain, Even though, with how the mercenaries, including General Rykov, and that was his voice, seem to all want me dead, I doubt it'll be all that easy making it to my fellow Marines, really, but let's give it a shot, baby dolls? Can I open this hatch again? Oh, nice. Didn't think I'd be able to do that. Let's have a look up here then. So presumably I was up beyond this locked door last time we played in one of the air vents, running maybe perpendicular to it, if that's the term. Okay, then we can't get up any further, so let's head on downward through that door we were at. I'll shut it behind me so it doesn't look all that conspicuous in case there's security personnel coming after me and all. Oh, that was lucky.
Come on out.
Oh, there's one to me. Any more, I wonder? Yes. It's good that they're managing to cope with the stress of dying while on fire, isn't it? With a rather hearty laughter, baby dolls. After all, it's good to stay positive, isn't it? But shut the door on their corpses doesn't really do anything to chop them up, though, does it? After all, they seem to be coming apart by themselves as they're disappearing, don't they? Anyway, this time I want to see what kind of effect armor-piercing rounds have on the Weyland-Yutani security force. What is the... I thought this ambient hum kind of stopped really fast once we left this little maintenance room here. It's nice though, a nice feeling when we're in silence, when that ambient hum comes to an end as we leave earshot of the room.
Security breached on implantation deck 3. Containment teams to their stations. This is not a drill. Security Omega is now in effect. Repeat, this is not a drill.
Wonder if that means security gonna be coming for me soon. Anyway, I'll shut this door first, just in case I get shut in there. once I properly breached a room, once I fully breached a room, because, you know, I just want to thoroughly check the corridor. Being, you know, being as thorough as I am and whatnot. Just making sure, you know, with how I like to make sure there's no lore on the floor and whatnot. Anyone in here, I wonder? After all, we wouldn't
There's
have...
a maintenance passage behind those consoles. See if you can pry one open.
Yes, sir. After all, we wouldn't have dramatic music for no reason, would we? Oh! Oh, it seems like he's, not hostile, though.
No. Oh, Jesus. No.
Seems a bit strange to cower at me, towards me so much, like I'm a hostile beast or something. Like I'm a hostile beast or something, isn't it? And I wonder if he locked himself in here with me. That's kind of dumb, isn't it? Anyway, I'm pretty sure we get ambushed in this room at some point, so I'll just discreetly investigate it and then do what it seems like we need to do in this room, eh? Looks like I'll be using this control sooner or later. With those little hissy sounds and the ambient music, I'm expecting the doors to slide open and security forces to come in and try to neutralize me soon enough. So I wonder what we can do in here.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's check the security officers are everywhere, it seems, surrounding us. Let's check the supply closets, then, eh? Never know what kind of useful goodies might be in these, after all. Want to investigate the screens. They must be beyond our technological know-how, even though we were entrusted to help with the failed communication systems in this forward observation pod. Not gonna bother trying to break up the chair. They seem largely indestructible in this place, after all. Mustn't be quite as run down and badly maintained as the chairs were in the primary observations complex, or primary operations complex. I think that's what they call it anyway, baby dolls. Not gonna press this or operate the switch until later, as it seems important. Being in the middle of the room and on its own, like, you know, it could trigger something massive to happen. And with how it'll possibly trigger something massive to happen, I assume that could lead to an ambush from the security forces in this place. And also, there doesn't seem to be any other switches in this room, so I'll just check the supply closets before we operate the switch, the rather conspicuous switch in the middle of the room here attached to this rather fancy curvaceous bit of wall here. Oh, we can interact with these stations. Oh, a secret door. But then again, our spy contact did tell us that there'd be a secret door behind the console somewhere, didn't he? Napalm, how nice. I thought they were shotgun shells at first. I couldn't see the fiery logo on the supply box, you see. There's more flashy computer consoles than a 1970s sci-fi show here, isn't there? You know, like Blake 7 pretty much. Don't like that show anymore. Too much. Because one of the episodes was too atheistic for my tastes. I wonder where I should go first. I'll pull this first in case this is where I have to go. It's a bit nerve-inducing, it's a bit panic-inducing though, all these dangerous-looking wires on the back of the panel which I'm going to have to pass, isn't it? But no, in video games, they won't be harmful, though they look too decorative rather than an actual factor in the level design. So let's pull this switch now with bated breath, baby dolls. So we've opened the shutters. I wonder if any guards are coming. No. There's a relief, baby dolls. The likes of which Leaf Tilden would be grateful for. So what can we see out here? Wow. We're seeing the actual exterior of the pods, baby dolls. Just think, if this glass wasn't as secure as it is, I could possibly break through and fall to my death to the canyon floor below. But yes, you know what this means, don't you? It means we're getting to a part of the game which is highly memorable, to say the least. And it will put our Harrison boys' courage well and truly to the test, baby dolls. Oh, what's with the music all of a sudden? This is like alien hunting music. Maybe a guard from down there saw me or something. I don't see any though. So, see you later. Hope aliens don't come for you.
You've got to get out of that pod, fast.
Yes, the music's telling me I've got to leave fast as well. Wonder what happens if I go fall down there. First though, let's head off this way and collect the health that we so sorely need. Strange that the music stopped though, isn't it? Just wanna look at the ceilings in here. Okay, time to leave. We should read told them to security guards though that I went in here behind the panel, wasn't he? Anyway, it looks like the only way we can possibly go is down the hatch here, but let's read our mission debriefing first, which I'd forgotten to read at the start. Why don't you tell me debriefing the incident, pray. Appendix A, summary, pray. Oh, it's a different letter for the appendix than it usually is, isn't it? Intriguingly enough, baby dolls. McCain's log is complete through his departure from the pods and the commencement of Operation Savior, pray. Their exact time of departure is unclear, but painfully evident that a difference of mere minutes would have meant a difference for the team. Bray. Well, that sounds foreboding, doesn't it? Like, possibly something terrible ends up happening to our team. Who'd have thought it in this incredibly dangerous environment, though, eh? There's no ladders attached to this shaft so they can get down without getting hurt. Still, it wasn't a big enough drop to hurt me, apparently. Okay, let's be heading off. I'd be thinking we'll get a loading screen sooner or later, but given that we've hardly been playing for long, somehow I doubt that, baby dolls. And I think I remember we get turrets here. Not long from now. And that the turrets might actually be attached to these mechanisms. But these will be the first of many turrets, I imagine. For a minute I thought it was going to be lower down here. But no, I'm sure we have to press this button, probably. In all likelihood of likelihoods, bye. So let's do that. Motion sensor offline. Well, we can change that with our hacking device. Hopefully the turrets will fire at security guards, eh? Oh, that was some sweet timing, wasn't it? Hiya! What's that coughing? I didn't know coughing was an actual sound in this game, you see. And just like that, his head vanishes. Curious how the layout of these pods seems to change quite dramatically as we get lower into them, isn't it? With how we don't have any notifications telling us what floor we're on or anything. I find that kind of disappointing, as I like to know what kind of progress I'm making through these places. And both of these side doors are locked, are they? Yes. And none of them say what's actually beyond them, do they? It's just that I'm kind of fascinated by the layout of these pods, as I said in our last video, you see. I think a turret a sentry gun could come out of that box as well. Well, not that exact box, but boxes similar to that, you see, baby dolls. And there's no more on the floor, it'd seem. I guess then that the only way we can head off is through this door. Whoa! Oh, well, I'm almost dead already. Maybe I should have been more careful with that fight. Tell me I didn't have 100% health and I'm down to 2 after just fighting this one guard. Well, after just being shot at by this one guard. And tell me that dropship that just flew by wasn't our fellow Marines leaving the place. Leaving me behind. Anyway, I'd best get our flamethrower out, hasn't I, with how badly that fight went for me. And how I've got no way to get to any health or anything. It seems like these armor-piercing rounds are super good though, doesn't it? With how Those guards' heads just exploded pretty much when I shot them. And as you can see through these windows, we can see the outside world. And see the other pods as well. And see our pod, number 2, from the outside. Fascinating view, isn't it? But like I say, we don't have to actually go into all the pods. No flashing in the sky anymore. So I wonder if it's just stopped thundering in this place, or if it was a defective lighting fixture at the top of pod 2 that was flashing when I was in it. Fascinating that these big pods are suspended high above the canyon floor as well, isn't it? To be honest though, I wouldn't think that this lattice work of metal girders or steel girders or whatever they are could possibly support the weight of these big heavy personnel pods, which are possibly like 25 floors high from top to bottom, and hold them above and suspend them in the air above this canyon, would you? I think the lattice work would need to be more heavy duty looking, to be honest, baby dolls. I wonder if these glass windows actually smash, by the way. And there's no war on the floor here, I don't think. Anyway, I could possibly die here without I'm down to like 2 health, so wonder if I can find some health somewhere. Can't seem to open this hatch though. Is it really wise though to be wanting to go up through this hatch, because that would take us outside, and we know what this planet is like for its howling winds, don't we? And I wouldn't really want to be out on top of this passageway exposed to those howling winds, would you, baby dolls? But I fear more combat would likely result in us being killed without I've only got 2 health, so let's see if we can get up through this hatch. No, we can't. I'm gonna have to be careful then, aren't I? Try to dispatch any guards that we come across incredibly quickly, baby dolls. It's just that I wanted to experiment with the armor-piercing rounds and see how effectively they would chew through the body armor of these security guards, you see. Anyone here? Oh yes. Wonder if I can... No. He knew he saw me, and he came to investigate. Anyone? We've got music again, so I imagine I could be attacked soon enough.
Come on out.
What? Oh, double kill. But at least it wasn't all bad then with how I managed that double kill, eh? It helped me to save face to some degree at least, baby dolls. Let's try again then. Don't like only having 53 health for this.
Now at yellow status. All Marine personnel
Alright. know there's another guard, I think.
Who's there?
Oh, maybe not. I thought two of them ran to this entrance. Oh, yes. Hi. Oh, it seems that running over the flaming bodies doesn't actually hurt me. Well, that's handy to know, isn't it? So let's see if we can do this fast, eh?
Security.
There's a maintenance passage behind those consoles. See if you can pry one open.
Yes, sir. Wonder what happens if we don't pull this switch and open these shutters. Probably won't make any difference, maybe just affect our view. But you know what, I want to see if we can see through these windows when we're down there, so I'll open it anyway. Also check for supplies. Napalm, that always comes in handy, baby dolls. Okay, time to depart, yeah.
You've got to get out of that pod, fast!
Yes, sir. And now we need to hack our way through here so that we can kill the guards with the turret. Like so. Why did I just get some scary Friday the 13th sounding music just then when I came down here? Anyway, with how effective the armor-piercing rounds are against the heads of the security guards, let's see if we can duplicate our success that we had last time, eh? Yes, his head exploded. And so did his. So is this our dropship that we see? That there. And my fellow Marines on that dropship. You know, without the mission debriefing said that just a matter of minutes could have made the difference for our team. Meaning that they would have realised that I was still alive. And maybe the reason why I lost so much health to that guard last time so quickly is because maybe he had a shotgun. With how I just picked up shotgun rounds from his corpse just then. It's always a possibility, isn't it, baby dolls? Guess I picked the wrong guard to experiment with when seeing how my armor-piercing rounds would do against his body armor, but we can try it again on another one, which hopefully won't have a shotgun. Like him, for instance. Yes, the armor-piercing rounds aren't actually very good against the body armor, are they? Now, why did I have to choose to reload while they could potentially be opening that door? I guess I was taking the risk and thinking that maybe they wouldn't be able to open it themselves. Anyway, I've got more health than I had last time, so hopefully I won't die this time. Like if a soldier comes through there. I remember if there were two, if I managed to kill two in here last time, you see. Looks like I've got more turrets here, which hopefully they won't fire on me if they end up getting lowered into here. No more on the floor. What does that say? Caution. All authorized technicians only. Kinda hard to read that small text up there, you see, isn't it, eh, baby dolls? Now, what gun will we be using here? I'd say the flamethrower for if... No. After all, these doors open slowly, so the shotgun might be better. So we did kill that guard who was waiting on the inside of this door for me last time. Security... door, yes. Hard to read that text, isn't it, say, baby dolls? Anyway, I think we're getting close to the end of these pods now, actually. So, where do we go now, I wonder? Now we've got a choice of doors. Well, this one's locked. So, presumably it'll be this one we're heading into. And another guard. Has he seen me? Could do, though. Yes. He's seen me. Come on over, guard. Shania Twain wants to give you a kiss. Oh, that's a shotgunner. I'd better be prepared. And yes, I was lucky. That shotgun would have splattered me all over the wall. With this appalling lack of health I have, you see. Anyone else in there? Not that I can see. At this moment in time. Best have the pistol out though in case I need to do any distance shooting at this point, I'd say. So we'll have to go out and onto one of those big walkways or concourses, wherever they call them, doesn't it? Not long from now, anyway. More overhead sentry guns too. We've got to do a lot of fighting in this level on very little health, haven't we, since we've only come across that one health kit so far in this particular level. That doesn't bode well for me, I don't think, baby dolls. So, I'll take out the shotgun for if there's a guard close by. No. But one's coming. Yes, more health. Just what we needed. Anyone else coming? No? That's great. Looks like we'll have a chance to get out on top, up above. But as I said before, will that really be a smart thing to do in this kind of planetary environment? Still, when all is said and done, we might not actually have a choice, mightn't we, baby dolls? Another shotgun, but I would appear to be full of shotgun shells. Trying to see how close we actually are to the bases, to the lowest floors of these pods. Seems like we're about halfway up them, doesn't it? Or down them, however you want to put it. So we've gone from 2 to 4. So which one are we heading to now? 3. When I said we don't actually go into all of them, I think I meant that we don't, like, explore all of them extensively. Yes, that's my cop-out for my, mistaken information anyway, baby dolls. Saw a bit of the ground, then.
They've sealed the passageways. You're gonna have to do this the hard way. There are service hatches at either end of the skyway. You're gonna have to go up.
Well, isn't that just great? Yeah, this door's locked behind us. Is this the one we go through? No. It'll be through that open one, won't it? Yeah, I can hear the lovely weather outside through this hatch, so we know we're about to go outside, don't we? Not a particularly relishable prospect, baby dolls. But the sooner we do it, the sooner we get it over with, don't we? So yes, out into the lovely weather we go. So they locked us in through this, they locked this door as well, the one we came through. And wasn't this hatch open when we first came in? So, how are we actually meant to get out if they're all closed now? Maybe we can like break through it then. Or maybe I should have just got out while I had the chance. But no, I don't think the game would be that error prone, would it? That it'd seal us in with no chance whatsoever of getting out, would it? Ah, this one's open now. Oh. And we're not sealed in after all now. Or maybe we're just at the wrong end of the corridor. Yes, that would seem likely, wouldn't it? Okay then, up we go.
Head back across the skyway.
Yes, sir. Can we shut it behind us? No. Yes. Quite an unforgettable point of the game, this, isn't it? Don't really want to try and balance on these ledges just yet. Must be nice feeling a breeze on us though, mustn't it? After being in
The wind's pretty strong out there.
after being inside the pods for so long. There's a lot of guards down there all of a sudden, isn't there? Not too smart either, are they? But how this glass seems bulletproof and all. What's he doing over there? Oh yes, he's still just wanting to get that ideal shot on me, which is why he waited until I got within range before opening fire again. They do look smaller from the outside, these pods though, than on the inside, don't they? But I suppose it's just because I'm a bit of a distance from them, and that ad would be well and truly tiny if I was seen You know, from a distance, if I was stood right by pod number 4 there. You know what I mean, hopefully, baby dolls. Okay then, we're out of sight from them now. So where off do we go to now? Well, since we're going to actually go after bravely balance across some of these ledges, it would appear, I'll try exploring these other ledges over here first, I think. Is he gonna fire at me if I show my face through this hatch? Well, isn't really very convenient for me to do that anyway, is it? So I won't bother. Don't like that little bit of a gap between
This was nothing.
this ledge and between this more sturdy ledge and this more precarious ledge I'm on here. They say never to look down, don't they? But I can't help myself, Sonny Jim. At least the thunder sounds like it stopped on this planet. Forgive my admiring of the pod. It's just that, like I say, I'm fascinated by them. These big pod-shaped structures suspended high above the ground. Just think, when we came to this place, we were down there on that canyon floor. Look, there's one of them on the floor. On its side, pretty much. Like it's been dropped from the sky onto the canyon floor. Who could have done that, I wonder? And what could have necessitated such dire circumstances, one wonders. Yeah, imagine if one of these fell to the floor. Probably heard around the world, pretty much, wouldn't it? Talk about a ground-shaking earthquake. Anyway, let's hope I can make this jump without dying. Hiya, yes.
No one, huh?
I'm very brave, aren't I, baby dolls? Only 3 more of these little ledges to check.
Mine's playing tricks again.
Yes, Shilmar's playing tricks on you, Sonny Jim soldier. Security guard, rather. I'm just a ghostly convict, pretty much. What's that light down there? Well, from what I can remember, they have like turrets, sentry guns, and computers and machinery, that sort of thing, down on the canyon floor within the confines of the perimeter fence around the place that you can see down there, forming that circle around the compound to keep all the rabid, savage, rampaging xenomorphs out of the place. Well, this is getting more complex and whatnot, isn't it? The possibility that I'll need to come up and explore this part of the structure too. Hiya! My heart in my mouth each time I make one of those jumps, baby dolls. Still, it seems like there's no ledge here. So at least we don't have to explore around the exterior of this pod. That's some kind of a building, a bunker down there. Oh, that was a dramatic little note of music, wasn't it? Maybe someone's onto my presence again. But maybe not. So this is pod 2. The one which we spent so much time in, it'd appear. So, I wonder if these big windows here are the ones that I opened from the inside, from behind those shutters. Can't really see in them though, can I? Yeah, I feel ripped off. It's just like the actual building behind the windows isn't there, and I'm just like seeing through it to the outside. That's a bit disappointing. I was hoping I'd see into that lab that I was in from where I opened those shutters so that I could actually see to the outside from when I was in that lab. Looks like that's one of the big lifts or elevators that lowers all the way to the canyon floor to bring people from the floor up into the pod or to bring pod personnel down to the ground. All of these pods have elevators like that, to my knowledge anyway, Sonny Jim. And there's that big fallen pod again. I think that was pod number 5, I'm not sure though. After all, that's pod 4, that's 3. This one's 2 that we're at, I think. Don't ask me why, but I'm starting to get watery eyes again. Like I have towards the conclusion of some of my other videos. Strange that we can't see through that window as well, isn't it? So that's pod 1 over there. So it must be pod 5 that was dropped to the canyon floor below. I was right after all. I don't think we ever actually go into pod 1, but don't quote me on that, baby dolls. Always nervous about falling down that little gap between these platforms as well. Yes, now to head over to the outside of pod 3, I do so believe.
Quit fooling around.
Forgot about me already, it seems.
Guess it was nothing.
Of course. You're just imagining it, baby dolls. I'm a ghost. Woo! Yes. But now we check these little platforms, don't we? Until we find the one which actually takes us somewhere. Why did I hear the howling winds when I was on top of the concourse or catwalk, wherever it is? But now I don't quite so much. Quite a curious phenomenon, baby dolls. Really bringing the philosopher out of me, isn't it? Being stood on this ledge out here, above this huge drop. Terrifying me, almost. Fear of heights, my real life fear of heights doesn't really translate to gaming though. If I was playing this in virtual reality or VR, then Maybe this might actually be terrifying for real. Being on the outside of this big pod in VR. They aren't firing at me through the windows, are they? Just through the ceiling. Maybe to them, the upper windows are actually open to the sky, according to their perceptions anyway. Hiya! But their perceptions are clearly in error, baby dolls. Wonder my debriefing's still the same, yes. Okay, down to the last ledge. That's his back to me there, I see. Maybe he's looking at me now, though, without the music starting again. Sounds like thunder over here as well.
Try not to look down.
I've already been looking down. You know, just for the charming view and whatnot. Will be nice to get inside to the warmth and safety, though. What was that beam that shot across the sky then? Don't think it was lightning. Or maybe it was. Maybe it was cloud to cloud lightning rather than actual cloud to ground lightning. No, I don't really know what cloud to cloud lightning looks like, and I don't really want to know either. Kinda scary lightning.
Hatch there.
Thunder, that kind of thing.
Lift. You can get to the surface from there.
Yes, in we go then. Any guards down below? Well, we're not on one of those concourses anymore, are we? So, hey, we can shut this and open it too. Anything interesting on the outside? No. Down the ladder we go. Oh, I almost went running straight over the top. Yes, nice to be inside in the warmth again. Warmth and safety with actual solid ground beneath my feet. Now which door opens, I wonder. Clearly this one. Sentry turrets on the ceiling. Any guards out there that I need to be worried about? Not that I can say at this moment in time. This one's locked, as it appears. And now I've got the music putting us on edge again. Haven't had many, if any, notes on this level, have we? Looking for lore on the floor now, Sonny Jim. Okay, then let's head out to the only door that isn't locked to us. It is an armor-penetrating shotgun round I've got as my alternate ammo here. No one here. Well, at least there's only one way we can go. So that means we can't be ambushed from multiple directions, maybe. I think there'll be people here under us. He's got a shotgun. Oh, guess I shouldn't have faffed around changing guns and whatnot, should I? Still, I should be able to get to this point quite easily again if I'm quick, I do so believe, Sonny Jim. Well, yes,
Teams, please report.
true,
Operation Savior is now at yellow status.
true to form.
All Marine personnel report to Major McCain for rescue briefing.
Game starts me at the beginning of the level.
Quit fooling around.
Oh, did that not kill him, that one shot?
Containment team.
There's a maintenance passage behind those consoles. See if you can pry one open.
Well, yeah, seems like the shotgun can't necessarily be relied on close up, doesn't it? With how, you know, that direct shot to his chest plate, to that guard's chest plate, didn't kill him with the one shot, and then it left me vulnerable while I was reloading. So it seems like our flamethrower is the go-to weapon to use when we're close to guards. I'm not going to open these shutters this time, as I want to see what it looks like from outside with the shutters closed.
Get out of that pod, fast!
Presumably it'll look the same as the other pods did from the outside, but I'm thorough, aren't I? Like I keep saying, baby dolls. Quite terrible that to take all those risks on the outside of that concourse walkway and then just get killed when I'm safely inside, wasn't it? I wonder if the non-armor piercing bullets will be as effective against the guards out here. Yeah, seem about the same, I think. So let's be going and pressing on. We do have quite a large quantity of flamethrower ammo after all. I think there was a guard out here. Yes. There I could snipe with a careful headshot. Of course, he was on his walkabout stroll, so I couldn't really take him by surprise.
Quit fooling around.
Music's getting scary, isn't it? Alright. Oh, there's a shotgunner again. Let's be ready. Those shotguns are lethal, you see. Takes me by surprise somewhat that we're getting shotgun wielding guards coming after us, because I was used to them all just having pistols. Oh, he hit me. Still, we do get health from this box out here, so the game is a bit forgiving, at least. So now, wait, can I actually get out of this hatch before,
Head back across the skyway.
Yes. Before I actually get sealed into the concourse, or causeway, whatever they called them. Hopefully I didn't miss any supplies.
The wind's pretty strong out there.
Yes, sir. So it's this way now, I think. Yes, sir. Already looked down before. Don't think I looked down at this point though, but I digress, Sonny Jim. Hiya.
There should be a hatch there. It'll drop you down into a backup lift. You can get to the surface from there.
That's great. I'll try the pistol again, just in case I catch guards lazing about, that I can carefully headshot from a distance. Not now though, as it seems. Okay then, let's be going. Now what? Forgot about the shotgun being here. Oh, he hit me again. Fortunately, I had health. Wonder if there's any more in here. More supplies, hopefully there'll be health. No, just a load of grenades. Unlucky, eh? So there was only the one guard in this place. To think I was so close. I can't believe we're still on deck 21 with all the decks we descended before this chapter. Seems odd to me. Can this be broken? Does look a bit too metallic and hard to break, but no harm in trying. Looks like some kind of a toolbox after all, doesn't it? Or can this be broken even though it looks like it was taken away from a wall? Some kind of casing? No, guess not. Now what to do? I'll just look around some more. Just investigate my surroundings like it pays to. I do like that ambient hum of this rather technical place. It's very immersive after all, isn't it, eh, Sonny Jim? No law on the floor, is there? I am very vigilant after all to these things. I think the sentry turrets in this place are only a factor when we're the predator, but I'm not sure. You could imagine them being devastating to a predator, couldn't you? Without I don't really wear much in the way of armour. Apart from what they wear on their shoulders anyway, I do believe. Why won't it shut? Oh, it shuts by itself. Makes sense. So we'll be heading down the elevator, I imagine, sooner or later. Sooner, rather. Is there more than one elevator door, I wonder, though? Well, yeah, this one's locked, though. This one isn't. And how does it say pod 2? Because we came out of pod 2, didn't we? Unless we went back into it while we were while we were outside and above and on those little ledges and platforms. So yes, there's only one elevator door unlocked, so let's take it. That's why I'm wondering if maybe these readouts are wrong. And so it's like wrong that I'm on deck 21 and wrong that I'm in pod 2 as well. This is a nice elevator. On the interior at least. Okay then, let's take the ride down. What do you say, folks? See, now it says pod 3. So we can't be in more than one pod at the same time, can we? Interesting seeing these different floor names though in the interface as we head on down. We can see it moving outside as well. See ourselves moving rather. That's a dropship, isn't it? I'm hearing clicking like Predator.
What the hell is that?
Something's on the roof! Dropship 1, pull up immediately. Dropship 1, report, over.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? We missed a Predator jumping on top of the dropship. Oh, just creep around like the expert creep that I am and see if there's any supplies up here. I was hoping that our ride in that elevator would lead us to another loading screen, but that isn't the case, is it? And now we've got a pretty nasty fight ahead of us, which I'll probably die in. But I'll always be able to do it in our next video if I do die. But yes, we can see a way out of the pod there, can't we? As well as that elevator, which could take us to the ground, if it is an elevator. I'll take the pistol out in case I'm forced to do any distance fighting though, I think, right now. Is this door openable? No. Curious, that blood outside the elevator, isn't it? Seems like the place is empty. Okay then, let's see if there's any lore on the floor and then head on down. Okay, head on down. This ladder looks like it could be awkward getting on. No step. Wonder why it says that. I felt awful exposed while I was on that ladder. Who could that be? Or who could they be? He's looking over this way, so I'd best not make myself visible just in case. Instead, creep around. It's what I do best, pretty much. Well, they might not see me if I stand up here. Would these be elevator controls? These are some big chains holding it up, aren't they? Guess they're needed though, for if it lowers all the way to the ground, that central elevator. Nerve-wracking times, aren't they? Sneaking around, knowing you could be potentially spotted by hostile forces, potentially hostile forces at any time. Thinking we might be right above them now. Yes, looks like we are. If this was Half-Life, they'd probably sneakily throw a grenade up above at me and give me the shock of my life when it exploded, killing me. That one who's looking inward will probably inevitably spot me if I look over there for too long. Guess there's nothing else to do now but take the ladder down. Without being spotted, hopefully. I think I would have heard them reacting if they did spot me. Is this openable? No. Getting close to ground now. Getting close to the base of the pod, rather. This might be a safe place to peep out and see if they're onto me or not. No. Don't you just wish you had a sniper rifle, baby dolls? Did he see me? No. Something be in this box? I'll just creep around over there first and then see if we can maybe get at that smaller box. See if it can be broken open, although probably wouldn't be wise to hack and slash at it and risk them possibly hearing me, would it? So maybe we should forget about that little box on top of those bigger boxes over there. These lights are fancy, aren't they? Seems like they still haven't spotted me, those soldiers. Or mercenaries, or guards, whatever they are. Okay, then I'll see if I can get down there quietly and take the drop on, or get the drop on them momentarily. Down the ladder we go now. Almost there. Hopefully they won't see me on my way down. We've got supplies and armor down there. Oh, that's a door. Oh, I'm getting fired at. Oh! That seems like it was a smart gun they were using. That doesn't look like the armor I had on before either. Could that be mercenary armor, maybe? That's a bit of a cheat, though, if they see me immediately as soon as I get down there, isn't it? So we're at the start again, are we?
Medical teams, please
Yeah.
report.
So I'm gonna leave it for the time being and come out of the game and stop our video, baby dolls. Be going a while after all. So see you later next time, folks. Bye.